take that speed square and I'll just make a straight line right there. And then all I did was, and like I said before, when I did these, I would just kind of eyeball them and just cut them, and they would be all be consistent. But if you want to take it to another level, and I guarantee carpenters will do this even better. Just a bricklayer, just making wood wedges, all right, just making it work. I'm measuring, I'm finding the center point. What's the center point of a 2x4? It's not 4 inches. It's what?
2 3/4.
Yes, but what is it? How wide is a 2x4, Connor?
Oh, it's
3 5/8.
No, sir.
3.5. Yeah, and it's funny because masons and bricklayers we use 5/8, and I know I corrected a guy saying it was 3 5/8, but no, 2x4s at the half inch. So 3.5, 1 3/4, the center of that. Just find the center point, and all I'm going to do is with the speed square go from that center point down to my mark there, and it just makes make my first wedge, and then I do the same on the opposite side. Make my second wedge. Now I got my second wedge, and then I go right down the center of that, and I hold the speed square on there, and I go right down the center, and it just gives me something that looks like that, and I get 1 2 3 4 wedges out of that. 6 inches. All right, so it's 6 inches. Like I said, there's a lot of ways to do this. I guarantee there's easier ways, and there's definitely harder ways. Does it matter too much? No, as long as you make wood wedges that have a nice, consistent, gradual rise. So it's not, you don't want the rise too hard because it won't work well. For this laser is pretty close. It's not 100% spot on. You got to be really careful. If holding this by hand is a little dangerous, because if you're running in and you move it around, this piece of wood can fly and break. You just got to be careful, and that's one reason if it's a longer piece of wood, I'm okay with you guys making wedges. Once you start getting it too close, I don't want you making the wedges. So, but anyway, I'm basically just gonna cut these lines. Really important to let the saw do the work. You can hear the saw is laboring a little bit. Because it's just, when you're cutting long ways, these chop boxes are more meant for cutting it this way, not necessarily cutting it like this, if that makes sense. When it just doesn't sound 100% great, but so I'm just holding it flat. And I'm gonna see, I keep my hands and everything away, so if something were to, nothing can go into the saw. Now I'm going to cut this middle one. The thing about the middle one is you're going to have to it's going to cut deep into this next cut, but that's okay because you're going to mark that out anyway for the next one. So I'll cut this middle line right on down. This one. So there you go. That's not the best wedge right there. You probably have to just take that off. But these are pretty good wedges here. So that's pretty much it. That's 3 out of 4. Yeah, 3 out of 4. We can use this one. You just gotta take that edge off.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we can clean it up. We can just I can use my razor knife. I'll just cut this off. Once again, like I said, these don't have to be perfect. You don't have to get crazy. So there you go. That's how you guys make the wedges.
Cool beans.
Question? If you guys need to make them,
That took 10 minutes.
Ugly shit. Ugly. You ugly, man.